My dear friend, welcome back to Karma Wisdom. I want to ask you a question that might sit heavy in your chest today. When you look in the mirror, do you see someone the world still needs? Or do you see a fading shadow? There is a silent pain that comes with age. It is not just the aching of the knees or the graying of the hair. It is the quiet phone, the empty house, the feeling that your role in this great play of life has ended, and you are just waiting in the wings. Perhaps you have retired, and the title you wore for 40 years is gone. Perhaps your children have grown and no longer need your hand to cross the street. You look at the busy world, everyone rushing, building, achieving, and you feel useless. This feeling, this heaviness, is not just sadness. It is a spiritual crisis. It creates stress in the body, tightens the chest, and robs you of sleep. But what if I told you that this feeling of uselessness is not a curse? What if I told you that, according to the ancient masters, being useless is actually the highest form of spiritual power? Take a deep breath with me. Let your shoulders drop. Close your eyes for a moment, and let me tell you the story of the twisted tree. Long ago, in the Warring States period of ancient China, a carpenter named Shi was traveling to the state of Qi. He was a master of his craft, looking for the finest timber to build palaces for kings and ships for admirals. On his journey, he arrived at a village shrine. There, standing before the shrine, was a massive oak tree. It was broad enough to shelter 1,000 oxen. Its trunk was so thick that 100 men holding hands could not surround it. Its branches reached so high they seemed to brush the clouds. It was a giant, a titan of the forest. The crowd stood in awe of it, burning incense and bowing. But Carpenter, she took one look at it, scoffed, and kept walking without turning his head. His apprentice, breathless, ran after him. "Master," the boy cried, "I have never seen such magnificent timber in my life. Why did you not stop? Why did you look at it with such disdain?" Carpenter, she shook his head. "It is a worthless tree," he said coldly. "Look closely. Its wood is full of knots and holes. If you make a boat from it, the boat will sink. If you make a coffin, it will rot quickly. If you make a tool, it will snap. It produces no fruit, so it has no value to the farmer. It is twisted and gnarled, so it has no value to the builder. That tree is useless. That is why it has lived so long. If it were useful, it would have been cut down years ago." The apprentice fell silent, confused by his master's logic. That night, Carpenter, she slept in the village. In his dream, the spirit of the great oak tree appeared to him. The tree's voice was like the rustling of dry leaves in the wind, ancient and deep. "Carpenter," the tree said, "what are you comparing me to? Are you comparing me to your cultivated fruit trees? To the pear, the orange, the apple?" The tree continued, "Those trees are useful. They offer their fruit to the world. And because they are useful, they are punished. People strip their branches, break their twigs, and beat them to get the fruit. They live short, painful lives because of their utility. They are victims of their own value. And you," the tree whispered, "you seek to be useful. If you were truly useful to the king, you would be worked to death. But I have spent a long time learning to be useless. I have been nearly destroyed many times. But now, I have achieved it. I am completely useless to you. And that is my greatest use. Look at me," the tree said. "I stand here, vast and ancient. Because I cannot be turned into a plank or a bowl. I have become a sanctuary. I shelter the weary traveler. I protect the village shrine. I give shade to the oxen. My purpose is not to be used by others, but to simply be. If I were useful, would I have grown this large?" Carpenter, she woke up with a start, sweat on his brow. He realized he had been looking at the world through the eyes of a tool, not the eyes of a soul. My dear friend, let this story wash over you like cool ink on paper. We live in a society that is like carpenter she. From the moment we are born, we are taught that our value lies in our utility. What do you do? How much do you earn? What have you achieved? We spend our youth and middle age being useful timber, building careers, raising families, serving society. We are like the fruit trees, giving and giving until we are stripped bare. But now, you have entered the season of the ancient oak. You feel useless because the world can no longer cut you into planks or use you for labor. And I am here to tell you, congratulations, you have survived the axe. From a holistic health perspective, the anxiety you feel comes from trying to force an old identity onto a new reality. When you fight to be useful in the old way, you create resistance. You spike your cortisol levels. You exhaust your heart. You are trying to be a fruit tree in winter. The wisdom of karma and the Tao teaches us the power of Wu Wei effortless action. Your purpose now is not to do, but to be. Like the useless tree, your value is no longer in what can be taken from you, but in the shelter you provide. Your presence alone is the medicine. When you sit in a room, calm and detached, you lower the blood pressure of everyone around you. When you listen to a grandchild without judging or trying to fix them, you offer a shade that no busy, useful parent can provide. The ancient texts say, the useful man is a tool for others. The useless man is a sanctuary for himself and the world. So, release the need to be a tool. Release the shame of the empty calendar. Embrace your uselessness. It means you are free. You are free to grow vast, to grow deep, to touch the clouds. You are free to be the sanctuary. Let us close with an affirmation. Repeat this silently with me. I release the need to be used. My worth is not in what I do, but in who I am. Like the ancient tree, I offer shelter simply by breathing. I am enough. I am here. I am at peace. Sleep well, my friend. The world needs your shade more than it needs your timber.